Ah, yes, October. A wonderful month of Halloween and spooks and also my birthday. But along with pumpkin spice and chilly weather comes a time for artists to suffer. This is the story of how Inktober kicked my ass. It was nearing the end of September, and well, I needed a plan for Inktober. I knew I wanted to participate in the yearly challenge of torture once again. I had done Inktober for the past 3 or 4 years, so what's another year? I've not had that much of a problem with it before. Should be a breeze, right? Oh, how naive I was. So little me decided to pick a prompt list that was oh so much fun, and had spooks, fantasy, and a little bit of charm. Perfect. I also decided I would be a rebel or something like that and not use ink. Oh, how much of a baddie I was. Ink never suited me, so time to ditch it and do whatever. My overall goal for Inktober was to experiment with style, color, and mediums. I called it Experimentober. Quite clever if I do say so myself. So I had a plan and began doing some sketches. Excitement filled my heart, but that's not the only thing. As the days counted down, I got more and more concerned with time. I have lots of projects going on that I began worrying I would not have enough time to spend on. Despite my endless piles of projects and work, I decided that yes, I totally more than likely could tackle my huge to-do list with Inktober smacked right on top. I could wake up early and I could stay up late into the fall night. Yeah. What a smacker of a joke I was setting up for myself. T-0 days. Ah yes, day 1. It's always filled with lots of giddy excitement. Wow, look at all the other artists coming together and making artwork, and wow, it's so cool I get to make art, and. Very fun, and whatever else. The first week went okay. I was in the moment of excitement and joy as Inktober started, but I did have lots of trouble getting other things done. It was just Inktober almost all day, not much else. And I was way too excited for my birthday that was on the 4th. Too much excitement equals kind of no focus, so week 1 down and on to week 2. Week 2, yeah, it was a mess. For lots of time before Inktober, I have had a problem with beating myself up about wasting time. It's not anything bad, it's not like I'm outside smoking for an hour or something stupid. No, it's more or less just watching an occasional YouTube video or whatever, and not staying up super late into the night making artwork like some crazies do. But I beat myself up anyways, even though it's not a huge deal. Earlier in the week, I saw a small comic that said, any time wasted that you enjoyed is not time wasted. Something like that. And hoo boy, was it wrong for me to take that crap to heart. I took this ideal to an extreme. I actually really started to waste time. It was just Inktober and then barely anything else, just watching YouTube videos and playing video games. Bad work ethics are not fun. At the end of the week, I ended up seeing how screwed up that mentality was and dropped it. And then we have week 3, the dead zone, the pit of despair, the week of crashing. So silly little me thought that, yeah, you know what? After dropping that mantra last week, I can get back up on my feet. Funny. Week 3 was way worse than the other weeks. I completely bombed mentally. I don't know, just everything crumbled. The beginning of the week was okay, and then I took a major turn for the worse. I did some stupid things. I guess, to spice up my life, make it really exciting. I never drink anything caffeinated really at all. And I decided one day to drink a cup of coffee, and then the next day, drink 2 more cups of caffeinated coffee. That made me feel terrible. I also decided for my oh so well-being that it would be great to stay up past midnight when I went to bed generally an hour or two earlier. I screwed myself up physically and my mental state dropped too. I got back into negative thinking, overthinking, worrying, the bad stuff. Even though I felt terrible, I kept doing Inktober because it was a requirement I couldn't skip. That week sucked so badly though. Luckily, I pushed through it and I came out with a better mindset and whatnot the next week. Ah yes, a breath of fresh, beautiful air in week 4. I decided to switch my attitude around and planned for a good week. I decided that I wanted to get the rest of Inktober done by that week on Friday. And I loved it. I had a clear goal and I was gonna get there even if it meant staying up late and working hard. I actually accomplished my goal by Thursday and I was one happy girl. Inktober finally done. That next week I had off, or those couple of days, I spent doing some other things and prepping for making my Inktober zine book. And plus, I had more time to spend doing spooky things for Halloween since I didn't get to do that much because of Inktober. In my overall look of Inktober, I have come to the conclusion that I was just not the greatest at planning things out for Inktober, and I had this huge high expectation on myself to get a buttload of things done. I also conclude that Inktober is just kind of sucky for me anymore. I wouldn't recommend it to anyone who wants to really keep their sanity, but maybe someone who actually knows how to plan. But for me, it wasn't all that bad. I got to connect with lots of more artists and my work got to more people. I learned so much about my artwork in general, and I now want to experiment more with my artwork since I explored my style and the color and everything else in between. I'm almost to 400 followers on my Instagram now, which is super cool because I got to spread the word about my Inktober stuff and people have really enjoyed everything I've done. I also got to make a lot more sales in my Etsy shop this month because I decided to hold a Halloween sale, which was just so much fun. It was good in some aspects and it was kind of difficult in some others. Inktober, you've been mean to me and nice to me as well. We've been friends and enemies and all that. But the one thing I can say to you that I know for sure is that you frickin' kicked my ass. Thank you for watching this little story thing about my Inktober journey this year. I hope you enjoyed it. So I will be doing an Inktober sketchbook tour soon, so don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on it. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to go ahead and check out all of my social media in the links below, and I'll be seeing you in the next video. Bye-bye!